person come along.
Could have been the whiskey, might have been the gin, could have been the 3, 4, 6 pack, I don't know. Look at the mess I'm in, my head is like a football. I think I'm gonna cry. Tell me, oh my. Wasn't that a hard shift? Wasn't that a hard shift? Trevor, are you there? I'm trying to find Trevor. Oh, where did that person go? Why doesn't anybody stay? Stay with me. Okay. Hi, my name is Lasha Royenko. Welcome to High Voltage. Today we're going to be talking about Lance Armstrong. Oh, yes, we are. Oh, yes, we are. Just a minute. Let me get myself situated. Okay. Why are we talking about Lance Armstrong? Because I respect him more than I respect Oprah, more than I respect him as a human being. And why do I respect him? I'm going to get into the story and I'm going to give you the sequential order of his life. I know the story inside out. Before I do, would you please humor me? If you are not interested in anything I'm going to say until Lance Armstrong, please slide or wait for 10 minutes, come back, because I need to find Trevor. Trevor, where are you? Okay, I want to show all of you something, and this is pretty much it, actually. And then just let me get my ginger ale. Okay. All right, Trevor, I'm live now. No, Trevor. Trevor, I'm live right now waiting for you. I'm talking about Lance Armstrong. Going live right now. I'm going to talk about Lance Armstrong. No, did he get that? Who was the only Welsh king to rule all of Wales? I was right. Real royalty. It was Grafydd ap L-L-Y-E, and I only remember this by memory. It just came on now, and it's from Real Royalty from 7 hours ago, and it says, who was the only Welsh king to rule all of Wales? And these were the 3 picks, and I picked the right one. So yeah, that's good. I'm just gonna, I got it right. Actually, I just came home from work. Somebody said, don't you work, dear? Yeah, I do. I work on call for a kitchen, and my boss is the best, and I could hop the fence and go work. And so some weeks I'll work 3 times, sometimes none. sometimes twice a week. 3-hour shifts is about all I can do based on what all of you know about me. But before I get into that racket, I need to find Trevor. Trev, where are you? Oh, and you know what I did today? One day ago, Trevor. Trevor, I'm live right now. I've been trying to find you. Okay, he finally I was able to send him a message from me. I just got home from Yalla's. I work at Yalla's. I work in the kitchen at the back and I wash dishes. Why? Well, because I like washing dishes and I like my boss and he's good to me and I like my neighborhood. Yeah, I'm exhausted, but I promised I would come live today. And I just wanted to tell you, those of you who think YouTube is easy, it's not. I really thought I did a whole video about this morning. So if you want to know all about that, then, you know. So Trevor, you know what I need? I need to have some pot. Ready? Oh, look, I still have. Oh, I wasn't giving anybody the finger. Do you remember when I was wearing those false nails? This hand, look at this finger. There's some kind of fungi on it I'm serious. When I do that, I'm grooming. That's what that actually means. Okay. Trevor, he's the moderator. And I know there's nobody here, but I need him with me. All right, I'm going to start talking about Lance Armstrong. If Bill Maher can do this on Club Random, then so can I. And there's nothing wrong with it because I'm in a lot of pain because a surgeon broke my knee in a femur operation and didn't say anything. So that's a whole other topic. So yeah, I don't work every day, no. But I do things every day. Trust me. All right, Lance Armstrong. I'm not going to post any footage. You know what he looks like, and I'll refer you to what to watch. Just type in Lance Armstrong on YouTube. Watch the 60 Minutes and the 60 Minutes things, watch the Oprah Winfrey interview, all of that, okay? So let's talk about Lance. So he's from Texas, Plano, Texas. Him and his mother always felt like it was him against the world. He was always a cocky kid. So what? And when he got cancer at 20 years old, just think about this. Just think about before he was Lance Armstrong. And at the end of this live, I have a lot of names to shout out for a huge thank you. My email, C Gypsy, is working, and it's LISAROJENKO_1971 at iCloud.com. So he starts to race, he gets cancer. You imagine 20 years old, you're a guy. He was a cocky little son of a gun anyway. And then he loses a testicle. Am I allowed to say testicle? Or is that those are the words? He lost a testicle because of that horrible disease, cancer. The FDA, which is the Federal Drug Administration, who are the very people who covered up for the Sackler family, the Purdue Pharma Company. This is context for the content, so hang with me. Lance is still there. He lost a testicle at 20 because of cancer. I'm on track. Now, the Federal Bureau of Investigations, or the FDA, or whoever they are, because he was attached to Canada Post, and it has something to do with illegal drugs and all of this. And I'm thinking, you guys are nailing. This was in 2012. And thanks to Richard Sackler, we all know it's been live on Congress, it's been live on television, that the opioid crisis was caused because of Richard Sackler and all of the people he paid off. And Curtis Wright approved a level 2 narcotic for toothaches. That's why there was so much addiction. In 2012, that's when the Sackler came up with pseudo addiction. And drugs was on everybody's radar. Well, Lance Armstrong, unfortunately, got stuck in the wrong time of history with drugs. That's the problem. Do I care that he took out his own blood and put it back into himself? No. Do I care that he lied? No. Do I feel bad for people who believed in his story? No, I don't. Because anybody who believed he was Superman was living in La La Land. People who wanted to touch him were in La La Land. I understand what it feels like to get a whiff of somebody's energy and they're like your muse. I get that. But if you don't know somebody, I'm not blaming anybody. I'm not blaming survivors who survive illnesses or what his charity stood for. But I think because he had lost one testicle, I think it brought out a very primal part of him, because he did use steroids and because you do get a high from exercise. He thought he was invincible. But when you look at footage now, it's so obvious. I was swindled. But when he was on Oprah, and when Oprah said, "Do you feel bad? Did you feel bad at the time?" And he said, "No." And she looks at him and she's like, "Don't get me on Oprah." Lance, if you ever see this, you're my hero. Seriously. Oh, and there was this friend that I had that reminded me of you, and it was like a hair trigger reaction, because I really wanted to marry you, Lance, and I really wanted your baby. This is the truth. So yeah, maybe I am a little psycho. We have fantasies. If I were to meet him, would I swoon over him? No. I would love to know what his life was like. I would have so many questions. You know, I'm a very good interviewer. I don't show that side of myself because I don't have anybody to interview. If anybody wants to be interviewed on a small channel, this is a tiny, tiny channel. Please, if you watch this, like and leave a comment because it helps the algorithm, because my intent is to build a charity in the rap community. And if you want to know why, you have to look at my video. So there. So thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed this 15, 17-second live. Trevor is probably sleeping. It's 20 to 11 on Wednesday, May the 8th. I'm working tomorrow night too, Trevor. So it'll be late if you want to go live, or we can do it in the day. And I'm going to get on I did get on the exorcism of Annalise Michael. I put up some dancing. I'm really proud of LNL. Thank you for sticking with me. So the rap community, welcoming, respecting, accepting all aspects of people. So I'll never have super thanks or any of that. So if you subscribe, you're really subscribing for a charity. I'm sorry I can't fake excitement right now because I work really hard and I take pride in what I do, whether I was a regional supervisor or a dishwasher. Toodaloo. I do love you all, you know. You guys all saved me. You did. You did. Yeah, I know it's going to end.